Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today I'm tired of the green deck. I'm trying to beat every deck on every stake without any Joker stickers. And I do mean every stake, so that's 8 wins per deck even if they aren't all recorded. On the gold stake green deck, I'm not messing around anymore. The first round investment tag, first shop, riffraff in the buffoon pack. Let's go next. Alright, here on the green deck, we don't get any interest, we don't get any benefit from having too much money in the bank. For the Arcana packs, I prefer not to open them until I have at least $20 in the bank so I can get hermit value, maximum hermit value. So let's not take the Arcana pack yet. We can't afford the crystal ball, we can take the popcorn. Popcorn prevents riffraff from spawning popcorn. Let's go next. Okay, Fortune Teller and Grimbo. I have a 7 high straight. I could use the world to make a spades flush. I could use the star to make a diamonds flush. I got these two from an emperor. Let's get rid of the popcorn. 753. Use the star. Let's do the straight flush. That way we can one-shot. We are playing on the green deck, so we want to one-shot as much as possible. We get 3 leftover hands is $6. No discards is an additional $2. Investment tag takes us up to $38 cash out. I want the Hungman. I want the Buffoon pack, Arcana pack. I open Buffoon pack first in case we get a Temperance. I can use Hone first. That way we have higher chances of getting additions. We can get Ancient Joker as a holographic, I guess. Then we go Arcana pack. Ancient Joker on clubs. We get a Fool and a Star. So we could make diamonds. I could use Fool for... I could take the Star to go, and I can use the Star on something more deliberate than this. I think I just want to use the Fool for the Hungman. I think long term, I like to play Flush Houses and 4 of a kind. And for either of those builds, even if you're just playing straights, the card removal is really important. So 4 and 4, we can hang them. And then use the Fool. Okay, do we want the Mercury card? I think... with Hungman twice, we only have 48 cards in the deck. And the Star, I think we can do flushes. Let's try not doing pairs. We do pairs too much on the gold stake. Let's go next. Get rid of Grimbo here. Rather than spamming pairs and losing a bunch of money on the green deck, you lose $2 per hand. Let's just go next. Orbital tag is straight flushes. Boss debuffs clubs. I could have thought about this economy tag. Maybe we could have saved money for the economy tag. Oh well. We get a free reroll. We get Todd as a holographic. 4 and 2, we can hang him again. If I turn my hearts into spades, we can one-shot. And then we can play the Hungman second in case we get a Fool. We can copy the Hungman. Play the flush. Okay, do we want the Spaceman? Maybe. Let's go Buffoon pack first. Okay, so as far as the Riffraff goes, Riffraff giving us... these Jokers are fine, Todd and the free reroll. These other Jokers are replaceable, maybe. Maybe I sell Fortune Teller, maybe I sell Ancient Joker. Or do we want to keep the Riffraff? I think I'm okay keeping the Riffraff. Nah, we'll just keep these. These allow us to win with fewer hands, so let's do this. Let's go. Ride the Bus we can sell for $3, and I can pick up a Spaceman. Choosing Spaceman instead of a banner. Take a free reroll here. Could take Crafty Joker, but Spaceman gives us long-term value. I have extra money for a Celestial pack. This stuff probably doesn't matter. We could take Neptune, we could take Plutonium. Maybe Plutonium. Go next. One of these days I'll do the straight flush run, but it's not today. I could probably win with 2 pair since I have 2 holographics. Even without odd cards, I could probably win with 2 pair. I'm gonna discard for the flush. That way we can level up the flush with the Spaceman, maybe. Ancient Joker on hearts, but we don't need it. Nice. Okay. 2 rentals we can re-roll. Could take a Magician. Could go Arcana. 2 Arcana packs takes me down to 21 bucks. Let's go Arcana 1. Get a Temperance. So I could use the Magician on the diamonds. I could save the Magician for the odd cards. I could use the star to make more odd diamonds. Maybe 7 of diamonds, 5 of diamonds. I think I just take the money. Then before we go Arcana, we could do a little bit more re-rolling. Shortcut could be fun. How are we looking? Because I could take Shortcut and I could do straight flushes, even though we didn't take the Neptune card. Usually I like doing 4 of a kind. 4 of a kind is easier. Long term. Maybe no Shortcut here. Shortcut's good if you have the payoff for the Shortcut, if you have the leveled up straights, which we don't currently. I'm really considering it. Shortcut and then maybe get rid of the free reroll here, get rid of the Fortune Teller. We can play a straight, we can level up a straight with the Spaceman. Can we play a straight flush? Go one more. Alright, so Fool, we can take Temperance. Nice. Don't need the rental boots, go one more. Go one more. Could take a Chad here, could take a Cola. I could take the Cola, but the odds of me skipping are not super high. So maybe we just go Chad. If I do the Chad is very good with Ancient Joker, but we're not really doing Ancient Joker. Ancient Joker changes suits, and I want to stick with diamonds, I think. So maybe Ancient Joker's out of here, and we take the Chad. Chad, I can retrigger lucky cards. I can retrigger odd cards with Todd. Let's go Arcana. Okay. Take a Hungman. 5 and 3, we can hang him. Sure. Go next. I dig for diamonds for the Spaceman. 7 and 5, we can go lucky cards for the 7 in front. No level up, that's okay. 3 more rounds on the Spaceman. Okay, I can re-roll. I could take 2 standard packs. Polychrome Queen is not an odd card, but it is, it's a bonus card. We'll take a Polychrome Queen. We'll take a 7. It's a mult card, it's an odd card, it's a diamond. Long term, if I want to play 4 of a kind, then I shouldn't take the 7 here. So I guess we just skip. I will take the hand size and go next. Boss gonna debuff some cards. Okay. I can put the lucky card in the front. Okay. Level 3 flushes. Nice. That's 2 level ups off the Spaceman. Okay, we said no to Mercury. We can re-roll. Standard pack I can go Arcana first in case there's a Hermit. We get another Hungman. I could go 7 and 2. We can hang him. Go standard pack. Gold 4. It's diamonds and it's gold. But I think I don't take it. I'm being picky here, but not adding cards is actually very important if you want to play 4 of a kind or flush houses. Go next. Did I check this skip tag? It's straights. We could have done straights. We could have done the shortcut. Oh well. Let's go diamonds. I could play... I want to play the lucky cards. I think I... Did I play the 7 and 9 before? I forgot which cards I've played, which cards I haven't played. For the boss here. Okay, we got 20 bucks. That's great. One more round on the spaceman. Okay, we could take the bean. I only have one more round on the spaceman. I could take the bean. Bean is helpful when you open the spectral pack, so we can get rid of the spaceman for the bean. Go one more. Could take a Mars card. The last card we used was the Hung Man, so I'm not going to use the Mars card yet in case we get a Fool. I could go one more here. Gelato, could take Greedy Joker. 2 booster packs takes me down to 30 bucks, so we could go one more. Wheel, business card. Alright, let's go Arcana. I get Temperance for 11 bucks. I could make a wild card, could make a gold card. I think I take the 11 bucks. A little bit unfortunate we got rid of the spaceman, but that's okay. Go Mars and then Temperance. Temperance means I could reroll a little bit more. The business card is pretty good with the Chad. Maybe I don't need the bean. What's nice about the bean is you can draw a flush in the opening hand. You don't have to use any discards. But maybe the business card is worth it instead of the bean. Bean is better when you have gold cards and blue seals, which we don't currently have. Maybe if I'm going to sell the bean, I open the spectral pack here. I could go Ouija. Could go Ouija. Could go incantation, random numbered cards. I don't want to do it. I don't want the -1 hand size. Even if we get whatever we get, odd cards would be the best because we have Todd. Queens would be the best actually because we have the Polychrome Queen. Even if we get queens, I don't think I want the -1 hand size. I think I'm not going to take Ouija here. I think a lot of people are going to be upset. Too bad. We can go take the business card or re-roll. Go one more. We take a business card. This one's non-perishable. Maybe that's worth taking. All right. What do we got? I could play the king for money. I could discard for diamonds. I could put an odd card for Todd. I could put maybe all evens so that we can get the money here. Bummer. I mean, that's still pretty good. I could play a pair of queens for the business card. I could discard for diamonds. Unfortunately, we got a bunch of debuffed cards, but that's okay. It still wins. Alright. Maybe I should have led with the odd cards. Could have saved us a hand. Okay, sixes is good with business card. Maybe I don't want the free reroll anymore. Maybe I take the sixes here. I don't have that many face cards. Let's go buffoon pack. What's here? Okay. These things I don't need. Let's get rid of the free reroll. Alright, we can't take the photograph because it's eternal. We won't be able to sell it. Could take parking. Mirror Joker helps with flushes, but we don't have that many hearts, so we don't really gain that much. Parking is good with business card, except... Oh, sorry, good with... These are not a combo here, but sixes. I think we get rid of the parking. Pick up sixes. We can go one more. We'll take a photograph. If we take the photograph, we get rid of the fortune teller. This seems only slightly dubious. I could play a pair of kings for money. Okay, I mean, that's 1,000 points. Let's get more diamonds. I think I do... I think this wins. So let's go king and queen. Let's go ace and 9 and 7. I could discard to try to get my lucky cards. I could discard to try to get more face cards. I could just play it because it wins. I could play the face cards one at a time. Maybe. So like, I can play the king by itself. Okay. I could play either the queen or the jack by themselves. Maybe I go queen high here. Alright. Okay. Maybe one more time. Discard. Maybe I play 3 queens instead of the full house here. Or sorry, instead of the flush. Go flush. Yes. What's this, boss? -1 hand size? Okay. Okay. $0 cash out. That makes sense. Alright. Standard pack. Could take a king, could take a gold seal. If it's not a queen, I don't want it. Celestial pack we can reroll. Do we want ramen? Do we want mercury? Definitely want the celestial pack. I will take a Mars card. With the photograph, I can start winning with pairs. I think I'm going to stick with flushes. Let's go one more. Take another Mars card. And go next. Okay, I can play queen high. I can play a pair of jacks. I can play 2 pair, I guess. Okay. I can play king high. And then dig for... Let's see here. I've got 9 diamonds in the deck. Let's do king high. Okay. Trying to get more face cards, more lucky cards. Okay, we got the queen. I can do the 7s, the 5. Do something like this. I need a rough gem. Alright, Todd is officially doing nothing. That's okay. That's fine. Could take the mail-in rebate. Could take buffoon packs. Free reroll to replace Todd. Yeah. Okay. Baron. Baron's worth $4 if we sell it. Nah. Do I want rebate on 5s? I think we just take the free reroll here. I could take Scary Face. That's pretty good. Saturn card. Nope. Jupiter card. Maybe. I don't think we need it. So one more. Hologram. I could splash. I think I just stick with the Scary Face. And I think we do use the Jupiter card just to be safe. Go next. Alright. Queen High. I guess I throw away a 3. High card is 2,000 points. I can play King High. Throwing away a 2. Pair of jacks. Throwing away the queen. I could try to get 3 of a kind queens or 4 of a kind queens. Seems tough. I'll just play my pair of jacks. Alright. Discard one more time for lucky cards or the face card. We get the lucky card. Polychrome in front. Alright, we've got an engine. We've got the money. Now with the money we just need tarot cards. Tarot cards like strength. I can turn jacks into queens. Boss says spades are debuffed. Okay. World? Nope. Fool. For a Jupiter card, we could do better than that. Let's go Arcana. I could use Star. I could use Strength on a Jack and a 10. I could save my Strength for 2 Jacks. Maybe. Maybe I save my Strength for 2 Jacks. I'm gonna use my Strength and then Star to make diamonds. Okay. Get a death card. Okay. So this is cool because I can use death on the Jack of Diamonds. And then I can use a Fool to copy death. I guess we could also have done a Glass Jack, but having death to copy the Polychrome Queen seems pretty good. I think I'm not going to use the Priestess. Is that true? In case I get another Fool, I can copy death. Or maybe it's fine if I use the Priestess. Go next. Alright, so now I can play a flush, which doesn't win. I could discard. I want to play the queen. I could go for the 4 of a kind. How high is my 4 of a kind? Do we go 4 of a kind? Do we go flush? Let's go. Play the flush. Okay. I have queens. I could play a pair of queens. I could discard the low cards. Now we can play a pair of kings. Okay. I have 3 queens. I could throw away the jack here. Maybe do something like this. Okay, I have a flush, which I know wins. I could try to draw another queen. I might end up using my death card to make another queen. Maybe I save death. Alright, here's 3 face cards with the flush. Cool. Alright, still holding on to death, I guess. We got 75 bucks though. Take the boss reroll now, so don't forget about it. 2 celestial packs. There's a Mars card. Take a black hole. Nice. Okay. Don't need Fibonacci. Don't need lovers. Could take a smiley face instead of a scary face. Maybe we stick with scary face. Let's go next. Alright, I really want that polychrome card. I could play Jack High first. I can play the flush without winning. We know that from the previous round. This flush doesn't win. Allegedly. Nice. And we get the polychrome queen. Okay, so let's play the kings for the money. The next hand wins, I think. Let's go use death on the ace. So priestess. For Jupiter's okay, Saturn is not interesting. I can play maybe pairs too much. Maybe high card is. Maybe we just play the 4 of a kind. Maybe we play the full house here. Let's do full house. Alright. Now we're cooking. Alright, we got a nice amount of money. Jupiter, sure. Spectral pack, Arcana pack, we reroll first. Get some tarot cards. Scary face, I do need to get rid of at some point. Maybe I take Golden Joker now. Maybe we just keep rerolling. Fool for a Jupiter card is not really what I want. Let's take a free reroll here. Okay. $8 for a reroll, 2 Eternals. We could go $9 rerolls. Expensive. Alright, let's go Arcana first. Temperance gives me $8, or we can spin the wheel. I guess I just take the $8 instead of the Priestess. We can keep holding on to the Fool. I don't want to spend $10 on a reroll. Could go Sigil here. Suit change, probably I don't want. Probably I don't need. I don't want to accidentally hit spades. So let's skip. Go next. Alright. Basically what it comes down to is we play the singletons for the business card money. The 4 of a kind queens wins. No problem. I could discard here. Go with the lucky 5. Okay. Discard again. I can play Queen High for the money. I can play my 4 of a kind with the Polychrome Queen. Okay. Okay, Mars, yes. Extra discard, yes. This boss, decrease level of poker hand, okay. Okay. Standard pack, Red Seal 5. I think no. I just need a death card to copy the Polychrome Queen and then we're done. Okay, Neptune, nope. Greedy Joker for diamonds, maybe. Go one more. Jupiter card, I will take. Maybe I don't need Jupiter cards anymore. Maybe the flushes don't matter anymore. I'll take a hung man here. Maybe I want to use the Fool for a hung man. 7 and 6, we can hang him. Do I use the Fool and then hang him again? Maybe. Maybe that's worthy. Not as good as the death card, I think. But maybe it's worthy. Aces, we should hang them. Okay. I want to make sure I draw my queens. Okay. Then we can start playing high card for the money. High card king. High card king. Alright, we got the last hand here. We can discard. Do we have anything to discard for? No, just lucky cards, but they're not queens. Okay. I need a blue seal. Actually, I don't need a blue seal, but it'd be nice. I do need death, though. Alright. Standard pack. There's a blue seal. Okay. Could take a burglar. Burglar gives me extra hands. Extra hands gives me extra money. Instead of discarding. Maybe that's what I want to do. We don't get interest on the green deck. Go one more. Power and Judgment. Alright. I get Temperance for $9. I could make a glass queen. I could make some lucky queens. Let's make a glass queen. I can't ever play it because it'll break, but I can save it for later. And go next. Alright, so here I go Jack high. Maybe I should speed things up. Okay, so we can't play the queen, but we can play Jack high. Can't play the glass card. I can play the king. Throwing away the glass, that's great. Play another king. There's the blue seal. I can play 2 jacks. I can play this queen for the money. I can play these 2 queens. That's it. Okay. DNA? I can use DNA. Don't mind if I didgeridoo. Alright. Okay. Okay. Cartomancer's cool. Do I want Cartomancer instead of oops, all 6s? No. Go one more? Alright. Okay, I could make lucky queens. I could make glass queens. Oops is gonna break my glass queens. Maybe polychrome is enough. Maybe they don't need to be glass. So maybe we go magician here, and we go glass queen here. Maybe. I could just get rid of oops. I guess that's an option. Let's make a steel queen. Go next. So decrease level is not a problem. I can copy the polychrome card with the DNA. Okay. That's it. So then now we just collect our money, collect our business card money. That's it. Okay, I can play the jack high. I can finish with these queens. Cool. All right. Our 4 of a kind is only level 8. That's not very high. Once we lose the Chad and the photograph, that's pretty brutal. Boss has no discards. That's pretty brutal. We can take a blank voucher. 2 Arcana packs. Earth. Go one more. There's rebate. Maybe I go rebate now instead of 6s. Hey, look, a hermit. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Yeah, just go one more. Todd, no. Hey, look, it's an idol. Okay. Fool, I can copy a hermit. I could make a steel card. How badly do I want the steel card? I think I just want the money. But I don't want to spend $10 on a reroll. Let's go next. Okay, I can make another polychrome queen. Lucky queen can give us money, maybe. That high card was kind of strong. Okay. Glass queen we discard. Probably. I can play the pair of jacks for money. I will play the glass queen if I have to. But we try not to. Okay. Flip it. In total now I have 9 queens, which is not a lot. 9 out of 44. This boss, no discards. Could be kind of tricky. 3 more rounds DNA. I gotta remember to sell it. Okay. Celestial pack gives me, could take plutonium. Standard pack. Don't need a holographic 10. Take a magician. Do we have anything to use the magician on? Maybe some jacks, lucky jacks. Judgment, nope. Go one more. Could take the extra hand size. No, -1 hand against the boss is bad. Okay. Copy the polychrome queen. I can make lucky jacks. Throwing away the glass queen. Yes. I can play the 10, or sorry, I can play the king. I want to get a pair. or I can use this king to throw away the glass card. Okay. Okay. Blue seal. Maybe I should use DNA to copy the blue seal at least once. Get 2 of them in the deck. Maybe 1 is fine. Okay. Alright. We got Mars. Okay. Duo for a ×2. I think against this boss, I'm not going to do DNA because it cost me a hand, and that's a little bit spooky. I do have the voucher. I could just re-roll the boss. Maybe. How many queens? We got 10 queens. We could do it. We could fight the boss. We can take a free reroll here. Passing on the duo. No on the mail-in rebate. Erosion's plus 28. Could take an acrobat. We probably don't need that either. Extra discard doesn't work. Greedy Joker. Alright, I can use strength on 2 jacks. That's kind of big. I think we're fine now. Don't need to reroll the boss. We can play Jack High for the money. Can play a pair of kings. We have enough queens to where we can't lose. And we don't need to play the glass card. Okay, that's great. Chip it. All right. Photograph with the Chad is at least a ×8 difference. Maybe it's closer to like a ×10 difference. Anyway, we only score 100,000 points without the photograph and the Chad, so I do need to figure that out. Yeah, maybe I missed the opportunity to make the polychrome cards into glass, but I didn't want them to break. Boss says random Joker disabled. That's probably fine. Okay, extra discard seems useful. Maybe I want the free reroll though, rather than the extra discard. Take Northern Lion here instead of the free reroll. I guess Northern Lion's not gonna last very long. We can make a steel card. Don't need Smiley Face. Don't need Golden Joker. Don't need Ancient Joker. Alright, $12 for a reroll. Let's go next. Okay. Play 2 pair. Get that business card value. Okay. I could play a flush. I could play a pair of queens. The flush seems scary. Let's play the pair of queens. Maybe I should have made that queen into a steel card. Okay. I can make the 6 into a steel card. I can play the queens. All right. Getting there. We can go one more. Chariot. Yeah, Chariot's fine. Celestial Pack's looking for more Mars. We can take a Jupiter instead. There's a Mars card. Okay. Tower now. Another Mars card. That's it. Go next. Pair of Kings. I can play the lucky cards. Sorry, lucky 7. There we go. 45 cards on the deck. I get another glass queen. Maybe I keep the diamonds in hand in case I draw the jack. Different jack. That's not the one that I meant. Anyway, jack, 9, 5. Yeah, that's a lot of plus 20s. Okay. Discard first. I can play King High. Discard again. Alright. I can play the Jack High. I can play a pair of queens. Get the blue seal. I guess I can use the chariot on an 8. And then ship it. Okay. 2 steel cards is great. I think now we're ready. Alright. I'll open the Celestial Packs first, just to get them out of the way. That's the second black hole. Take a Jupiter card. Okay. Don't need erosion. Take a death card. Okay. Okay. Hey, look, a trading card. Too late. Take a chariot. Nice. I think that's it. I think that's all she wrote. Let's go next. Random Joker disabled. Bummer. All right. So, I mean, we can discard. Basically, it's just 4 of a kind. Discard again. I can play this 4 of a kind. I can make a steel queen. Glass queens are going to be stronger than the polychrome queens. I could copy a steel queen. I can play this and then still have a glass card left to copy. I think this might win already. That's it. If we wanted to fight the Violet Vessel, we would play 2 hands. Maybe you discard one more time and try to get steel. Maybe you use the death to copy glass. Maybe when we had the DNA, we did have the opportunity to make glass polychrome cards, and we could have copied those. That probably would have been the correct thing to do. I just didn't want to give up my Oops All Sixes. Oops All Sixes giving us the extra money from the business card. Yeah, the extra money from the business card, that's what gives you the shopping power to get the tarot cards to build the deck that you want. I think that's kind of a good lesson about these types of runs, where if you want to do this, if you want to build a deck that can actually play the 4 of a kind, it takes a lot of resources. It takes a lot of tarot cards, basically, and you only get 1 Arcana pack every 2 shops, slightly less than every 2 shops you get an Arcana pack. And you only get 1 tarot card every maybe 3 shop rerolls, maybe 3 or 4 shop rerolls to get 1 tarot card. Is like pretty terrible odds. So if you really want to get a lot of tarot cards, you need some kind of joker that gives you tarot cards, or maybe purple seals, or maybe you just actually have an insane amount of money. Yeah, after doing a bunch of these runs, I think You know, red deck, blue deck, yellow deck, green deck. These are all great for spamming pairs if you want to spam pairs on the gold stake, but usually you just don't get access to the kind of resources in order to play a more interesting hand. Every once in a while you get the shortcut and you get to do a straights run, and that's kind of fun, I guess. I really like the Zodiac deck instead. Zodiac deck instead, because you get the Tarot Merchant, and then so it's much easier for you to play higher ranking hands. Same thing with the checker deck. Start out on flushes. You shouldn't play flushes the whole time, but you can at least start out on flushes and then switch to something higher ranking later. Abandoned deck, since you only have 40 cards, you can it's kind of a blank slate. If you just remove 4 cards from the deck, then you get to draw all of your cards every round, so you can draw the same exact 5 cards every round. So if you want to play a flush house on the abandoned deck, you only need those exact 5 cards, or you can play straight flushes on the abandoned deck if you want. I am going to skip the black deck. I'm going to do black deck last. So next will be the magic deck, but I'm super glad to be done with the green deck, and then also yellow deck, blue deck, red deck are all similar flavor, I guess. Start out on pairs, end up on 4 of a kind. Here we go, 26%. That's 32 out of 120. That's 8 wins, 4 decks each. Sorry, yeah. 8 stakes, 4 decks, 32, whatever. 0 stickers. Stickerless completionist. That's what we're going for. Take care, everyone.